Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Detroit Lions. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Taken at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this, because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. You talk about this Lions defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Brian Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Play action. Here's Hurts. That is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Done good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And just shutting him off there. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground, but they want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Lions at 11-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him non-complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So after the conversion on 4th, here's 1st and 10 just outside of the red zone. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 43 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Now it's gone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it as we resume action. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 14. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. On the return is Williams. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Now a 3rd and 6. From the 50, it's gone. And he is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
From the red zone now, Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Elliott now to have the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Swift. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Second down, here's Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll be taken down at the 46. Hurts. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to the running game with Swift. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing is Hurts. And That's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Now a 2nd and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the 1st half. To the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
On 2nd down, here's Goff. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. The final shot before break here. Goff. This pass down the field for Gibbs. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. A give, right side for Gibbs. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 143 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Goff. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw on second down is Goff. It's Williams on the catch. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing again is Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Here's a toss play right to Swift. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. He's on his way. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Gibbs again. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As soon as he leaped down and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Cross pass finds Williams, complete. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Meanwhile, Goff's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them. But all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a big...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You can go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. Well, this crowd trying to force a false start here. 3rd and inches. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. Second down, goal to go. Swift. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know they're going to look his way in the 2-minute drill, but that time he was blanketed, and they forced the incompletion. May need some teammates to step up in this spot.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Lions are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Goff now to throw. This one swung out to Montgomery. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice, safe throw and a good one.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Goff. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And his kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Hurts fumbles it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League. But fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Lions, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we get to watch Juwan Johnson. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Rams and the Texans, just ahead on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 19 carries, 61 yards, and a touchdown.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season. It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. Short completion, just 4 yards, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To the air again, Prescott. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. On first down, Purdy. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. From the 33, here's 2nd and 5. Purdy now to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Purdy. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Shotgun now with Purdy. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chubb will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close, and he forces his way into the end zone.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's the former NFL rushing champ. It's Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Taylor. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Prescott to throw it. Here's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, down at the 31. Prescott from the gun. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Cummings. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that.
And this is caught. He's got a touchdown, LA. Traylon Burks with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Traylon Burks capping things off with a touchdown catch. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. He finds his man Johnson. Touchdown, Rams. Juwan Johnson, 26 yards. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And now out comes Houston. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Purdy. Got a man open, it's Tyler Higbee. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The throwing here, Purdy. And his throw here is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that will bring up 2nd down. Texans football to start quarter 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Out of the gun, Purdy. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cummings. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Now Prescott. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Prescott. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-7. So Dunn now following the score. Back out to send this away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. DJ Reader there on the tackle. 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Play action now. Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down, Prescott. He gets it to Burks again. And down inside the 15 he goes. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. Over the middle, into the hands of Burks. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Taylor looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Texans.
Purdy from the gun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 44-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Brings up second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's Purdy. They set up the screen to Chubb. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Texans first down.
Now Purdy. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Purdy looking to throw. And that one his first incompletion in its last 6 passes. And it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage. Purdy now on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's a touchdown. Rondale Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando, standing by with that. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Prescott. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Prescott to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw, Prescott. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Prescott. It's complete. Burks. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Play action now. Prescott. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
A 45-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Purdy's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Forced out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, That doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Prescott, his throw incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Quentin Williams coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Purdy. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Dexter Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. From the 31, here's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Holding offense.
What's the deal, y'all?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Makes it 3rd and 17.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. On first down, Purdy. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Purdy. That pass complete to Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
1st down, Texans.
Back to throw, Purdy. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Houston.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 22-yard line.
Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Throwing here, Purdy. A quick reaction as he catches it off the tip. Touchdown, Texans. Justin Jefferson. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. To the right side, this is Taylor. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for L.A. Returning it is Moore. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Texans will take over. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now 2nd and 4. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Purdy will set up to throw it here. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Purdy to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. Pass complete to Chubb. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Throwing, Purdy. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Purdy to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Here we go, 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Here's Purdy. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. That's complete, right around the 8. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw is Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So it's the Rams here to take home the W. And it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there. So for L.A.,
they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.